Well, hello there and welcome to Vermin Hunters TV with me, Si Pitaway. Today on the show we're going to show you some footage that I've filmed with this rifle here, and this is on loan from Sandwell Field Sports. It's an Artemis P15, and Artemis in Greek mythology was the goddess of the hunt, also the mistress of animals and the guardian of young girls. So, being the goddess of the hunt, this rifle here, it's not an HFT rifle, it's nothing like that, it's not a target rifle. It is basically a hunting rifle, what you could use if you wanted to do some plinking and a bit of target shooting and maybe go around an HFT course. But it's designed mainly from shooting from vehicles because it's small, shooting in small spaces, in barns, and basically getting out in the field and dealing with unwanted vermin. On top you'll see I've got a Hawk Air Max, and this is the 2-7x32 AO model. Very nice scope. I love the reticle on this. Really light and small and compact, and it really complements this small bullpup rifle. On top you see I've got my ShotTrax HD camera, which I use for filming in the daytime. Now this, what you're watching today, it's not going to be a review of the rifle, because if you go on YouTube there's loads and loads of people doing unboxing videos and showing characteristics in detail on this rifle. I want to show you it out in the field because there's not that much of it being used in the UK. There's plenty in Spain and America and Australia, but nothing really, hardly, in the UK. So let's see what it's like in the field in the UK. So before we actually go on to that, we will cover some characteristics, but really quickly. So the rifle comes with two 11-shot magazines like this in 177. I believe it might be 13 shots in 2.2, but don't quote me. You'll see the barrel's here and it comes through, and on the end is a shroud. It comes with this shroud. The shroud's okay, it's not the best shroud I've heard, but it does quieten the muzzle crack more than not having it at all. On the end of the cylinder is a colour-coded air gauge, and it's numbered up to 225 bar, and then it starts to go into the red. However, if you read the instructions, you can fill this rifle to 250 bar, so it will just mean that the needle will be in the red. If you pull forward, you'll see that the fill port cover is on spring, so you just pull it out, put your probe in, fill your rifle up, and then when you pull it out it will close. And that's a great idea because it stops dust obviously getting in and messing around, causing leaks. The rifle's got a two-stage adjustable trigger, and it can be adjusted for both length of pull and pressure, and there's also a safety catch built in like so. This trigger's been set by Tony at Sandwell for me. He knows how I like my triggers, and this one's really nice. So if you do a little bit of work on them like Tony has on this one, you can get a really nice trigger out of them. You'll see on this side I've got my calibration data because I've already been using this rifle and shooting with it and testing it, and on the back is a small rubber butt pad here, so it fits in your shoulder. You'll see it's a side lever cocking, it's quite smooth. It also comes with not only two of these magazines, it comes with a single shot adapter as well. It's got a magnet on the bottom, it just fits in like so, and then you can close like that. I quite like this because being such a big single shot adapter, pellet just drops in really easy and you're not fiddling about with it. The rifle has not got a pellet in, but obviously it's been cocked, so I'm just going to fire it and you'll see this trigger. So how Tony set this up for me, got a small first stage, then all I have to do is touch it and the second stage goes off, so it's nice and light, how I like it. Now for people who's got these, a lot of them will put their own custom bits on, and I joined the Artemis owners group on Facebook yesterday, and I've seen that there's people making 3D printed biathlon butt pads, covers what go over here to make your face or make it feel a little bit more comfortable for you, but to be fair I found that quite comfortable anyway. They're also making some really good shrouds what fit over the barrel, so they're taking these ones off and putting some homemade ones on, I think there's a guy on there who's an RFD and he's been making these, and from what I've heard, I've not actually seen one or witnessed one, they're more quiet than a fire axe silencer once they've fitted, so people have are really impressed with them. And there's also people making biathlon style cocking levers for these, so you can just pull them back like as if you had a biathlon rifle. And I looked at some of the prices today on the Facebook group, and they're not very expensive at all. So now we've talked about the rifle, a few of its characteristics, let's actually get out in the field now and see it being used and fill that gap, what's on YouTube currently for the UK market, of how this rifle can actually perform. So here we are, me and Scott, we've just arrived at one of mine and Davy's permissions. It's a big farm, I think it's about 1,000 acres, I remember him saying, and we've just met the farm owner, told him we're here, told him our intentions to go around and see what we can shoot for him vermin wise. Haven't been for a while. And there's our Scott with his Brocock Contour Super 6, and he's just going to do some check zero in at 28 metres, which is his primary zero distance. I'll then get out the Artemis P15 and zero that at 30 metres, so around about 33 yards, which chair gun and my calibration data said is the ideal distance to give me a 10mm point blank distance between 14 and 33 metres. So I'm going to do that. Just giving it a little adjustment, mate.
Yeah, I've got to go
up a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, so I'll pause the camera and then come back to you a little bit later. Okay, our Scott's finished zeroing and he's bang on at 28, and I've been shooting at 30 metres, so 33 yards, and I managed to get it on now so I can hit a drawing pin. So I'm just going to have one final shot. I'm using the single shot adapter. It's really nice actually, easy to put a pellet in, it's really quick. That hit the drawing pin again, didn't it? That's 2 drawing pins on the trot. Yeah, I'm using JSB Exacts at 4.53mm because that's what I had, and it's spot on. I've had 2 drawing pins straight off on the trot now at 33 yards, no problem. Yeah, so looking good so far. So I've been having a walk around. I've had 2 shots so far. One missed completely, and one I think I just clipped his ears because he went up in the air but then run off. No worse for wear. But Scott, with his Contour, done really well, and the landowner will be happy because he's got a nice grey there, look, with a nice headshot. And when we got here, that's one of the things the farmer wanted shooting. So.
My first squirrel.
Huh?
My first.
Is that your first squirrel? Oh, congratulations.
First squirrel.
Well done. First bunny. So where's the first bunny then? What I've retrieved. Fallen to the Artemis P15. Okay, filming this on my phone. Here's our Scott with his Contour. Hopefully this is not going to lose focus. But down there, look, right down there, in that tree now, in centre of picture. That's where me and Scott was sat. And obviously you can see its last light. And right up here, got 2 rabbits. We had one after each other. Scott first, where absolute perler of a shot. And he was so, it was a sitting shot, wasn't you?
I was, yeah.
And there's Scott's one. I'll get a picture in a sec, mate. You've got to be happy with that, haven't you?
I am.
And then, as Scott hit that one, his mate run to the right and was hiding off behind these thistles. And I had a shot and got him there as well. So
That one was 45 meters, so 49 yards ish. Mine was probably, I don't know. No, really, only a meter it was behind them. Probably another meter further on, so about 50 yards. And there's another really nice shot with the Artemis P15. Obviously I didn't film it because it's getting too dark, but yeah, it's proving quite accurate, isn't it? Yeah, I was quite shocked with the drawing pins earlier on, but yeah, if you look down there, there's Scott then, his brocock contour and his rabbit. Well done, mate, nice shot.
So this is Simon with his second rabbit with the Artemis P15.
Yep, just before last light as well.
Yep.
So I think it's time now to go somewhere else and put some night vision on, do you reckon?
Can try it, yep.
Yep, let's do that then.
Got him. Yes. Dropped underneath. Quite close, so I had to give him. There's his eye lock. There you go. Give him. Got a little bit too close to the Artemis P15. Like that. It's suffered. Didn't give it too much light. Oh, heard that hit the floor. Got him. Alright. Let's do that 3 over.
It looks left to right.
There you go. I'll give it a little bit of left hand side. That was 38 meters on the laser, so 38, 39, 40, 41 yards. First shot today with the Artemis P15. Got him. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, let's just move forward. It's a nice close range rat. I'm only actually on ×2 magnification. Hopefully you can see. And I had to give it a mil and a half fold over. So there you can see behind that blue water hose is the rat I shot. I've just moved the camera around into a better position. I'm trying to zoom in. Hopefully it don't lose too much focus. But you see little juvenile there. Not the biggest rat in the world, but one what's going to grow up and breed. And you can probably see if I zoom out all the corn and grain on the floor, and if I zoom out even more on this wall here, look, absolutely stacks of it, and this is what the rats are coming in to eat. Nice shot there. Collared dove. Over he goes. You can see Artemis P15 again. So far this is the really the second day I've been using it for vermin control. Obviously I did the calibration and stuff before I took it out and did a little bit of practice shooting JSB exact 4.53, I think I've said that already, but so far it's actually matching most of the other guns I've used, like the old HW100 Compato and the air arms I've used. It's just as accurate at the minute. I can't really distinguish. I'm yet to take it to extreme distances like 66 yards, which I have done in the past with the HW100 and the Compato, and watch it grow tight groups, but at to sort of like 50 yards, which I have used it so far on the vermin, it's absolutely spot on. It's knocking them over right, left and centre, just as easy as one of the other guns, which is 2 or 3 times the price. Almost 35 metres, so 38 yards. You see it's starting to come to last light now, and got him with the P15, as I said. Hopefully might get another 1 or 2 before it gets dark, fingers crossed. Hopefully you can see that rabbit. It's the one I just took at 38 yards. It's belly up there. Not going to pick him up yet because there might be some more and they're coming out along this edge. So I've got the brother-in-law with me again, Scott, and he's just hit one at 58 metres, 63 yards with his Compato, Brocock Contour, sorry. This post now, which is, you can see in centre of the screen, is where he was when I took the shot. There he is, all the way down there. Cracking shot. 177 Brocock Contour. Where did you hit it? Looks like in the head. Looks like there's blood coming out its ears. Oh, what a shot. 58 metres and all. Brilliant, mate. Gun's really impressing me. Normally more rabbits out along this edge, but there was a bloke here earlier on and he was feeding some horses, so I'll just spin the camera around. There he is. There's the bunny. Nice one. And there's the P15. He was shot basically from that fence post there. You can still see the brother-in-law there. Looks like he's just about to shoot a rabbit. Whew, dropped like a stone. 35 metres at 38 yards. Only just pulled up at the permission, resting on the car there. So, been wondering where that pigeon fell. Went round the other side of the tree and couldn't find it, and it's actually fallen here. Half in a rabbit hole. There it is. Actually dead before it actually left its perch. Lovely. Oh yes. "40 metres, 44 yards. One mil dot rolled over." Down he went. So I'm going to walk up to that one at 40 metres. And there he is. So 44 yards. Taken with the Artemis P15. So I'll put them side by side. I'll show you. Just shot him in the top of the head, look. 4 mil dot, as I said, have rolled over. This little Hawk Air Max is absolutely brilliant. Perfect for this rifle. I'm really liking the rifle, I've already said. What I did forget to say earlier on is Diana have actually also taken the rifle on themselves, and they've called it the Skyhawk, I think it is. It's called a Diana Skyhawk, and it is based basically on an Artemis P15. They've just put like a adjustable butt pad and a posh stock on it. But yeah, if Diana takes it on with the reputation what they've got, then it's got to be a good rifle. So hopefully more people will start buying this, especially when they see this video and how good the rifle actually is.